It's time to review Mr. Mbabu. I loved his non-inform in this year's Ultimate Team, and I'm pretty confident this special version of him is going to be pretty damn good, because Mbabu in the last few FIFAs has just been, you know, a really, really good defender. So 3-star on him, not too much of a problem as a fullback, but he does stand at 6 foot, which is quite nice in case anyone goes for those back post crosses. Obviously, very nice pace on the guy, really good physicals, and some pretty nice defensive stats as well, especially that 91 slide tackle attribute. So yeah, and that gets boosted to 99 in-game with the Yankee Chem style as well. In regards to his dribbling, there's nothing really that stands out too much, but in the passing department, we can see a nice crossing stat of 84. It's also worth noting he does have a fairly high attack positioning stat, so he probably is going to try and get involved with attacks quite often, so that is definitely something to keep an eye on. But all in all, it's a pretty nice card, and it just cost me just under 100,000 coins. Chem style we're going to use is probably going to come as a surprise to no one, and with a basic he's actually an 88 rated fullback, with an anchor an 89, and with a shadow a 90, so that's pretty mad. Shadow definitely is a very good option for him, by the way, because he's already got some nice physicals, and that way he could max out his pace. But I think overall the best chem style probably still is anchor. Still get a really quick player with some incredible physicals and also some pretty good defensive stats, so we're going to go for anchor like I said. Finally, we get into a game, and we're going to get tested in the midfield department in this game. My opponent's got a very nice side. Mbabu against Genoa. Babu's going to knock him off the ball, and eventually we're going to win possession, but it's going to be a foul. Genoa, oh, tries to get the shot away, but Mbabu does really, really nicely to get the block in. Genoa going to try and get around Mbabu, but Mbabu says no, not happening, not on this occasion. Nice, Mbabu having none of that from Ben Yedder. Too physical for him. Go on, Mbabu. Oh, referee doubler there. Okay, half-time in this one. It's a slim lead, and neither side are really taking their chances. Could definitely do with getting Claude Maurice on the ball a little bit more, but right now he's a bit all over the place. But we're getting used to him. Hopefully we can see more from him in the second half. There's a chance. As Mbabu gets down this edge. Options in the box. He goes early and causes some trouble in the box. Binger's going to try and get around Mbabu here, but he's just way too physical for him. Got the pace and has the strength. Okay, so didn't get the win in that game. It ends level, but it is what it is. I thought Claude Maurice was okay, didn't do anything too crazy, and Kante was definitely the more dominant midfielder. Also worth noting, like, even Kante's the more defensive option. Like, Maurice was the one that was sat back a bit more, which was very, very odd, but is what it is. I thought Mbabu had a pretty okay debut, to be honest. Felt pretty solid, very strong, and pretty quick, so happy with that. Well, that's not a team I was expecting to come up against. It's a nice team, don't get me wrong, but it's very rare you don't see a team with a special card in. Still, though, great players and just a random Messi up front as well, off chem. Mbabu takes the ball off Messi with ease. Oh, big intercept there from Mbabu. You get that wrong, it's a goal. Brilliant. And there's half-time. We go in at the break with a pretty comfortable 3-goal lead. But I think it's fair to say my opponent does have a good argument for it not to be 3-0, as you can see from the expected goals. Nice, Mbabu. Well, it was almost a case of Kieron being the biggest bottler, and I still am a big bottler, but I'm a bottler that brought it back and won the game in the end. We got the win in that game, 4-3 victory, but 3 goals conceded isn't ideal, but I've got to say, I thought Mbabu did quite well. He handled his side of the pitch nicely, great strength shown, great pace shown, and also some just really good work going forward as well. Okay then, what did we make of the 85 rated Kevin Mbabu? I think it's a great card. I'll say straight away, I think this is a really, really premium right back option, and if you run with a Bundesliga team, this is your right back now. This is your right back. Most of you will know I'm a big fan of Rota Knockouts Mukiele. He's a very good right back, and he still is to his point. But this Mbabu's better, straight up. If you run with a Bundesliga side and you just wanted to know that info, this card's better. Maybe wait until his price comes down a little bit, but other than that, this is your new right back. That's just how it is. Anyway, what did I like about this card? Obviously the pace. He does feel very, very quick in game, which is nice. Also, he's just very physical as well, which is a combination which isn't all that common with fullbacks in the game. They're normally either very pacey and quite weak, or very strong and quite slow. Whereas with Mbabu, you get the best of both worlds. You get a pacey fullback who has some pretty good physicals and also is of a good height as well. So yeah, he's not the easiest player to get past by any means. And you saw in the footage, he was handling players like Ginola, and like there's not many better wingers you're going to come up against in the game. So got to give credit to Mbabu in that regard. Anyway, what did we like? Obviously the pace goes without saying, very, very nice. Physicals are obviously class. We've already touched on them. That is awesome. And defensively, he just feels really strong in the tackle, which is good. I do wish his interceptions were a little bit better, because for a fullback, they're not amazing, but they're also not terrible. So it's not the biggest issue for a fullback as long as you're good with your centre backs. Dribbling felt absolutely fine with this guy. I actually thought he felt better in game than the stats suggest, which is good. And his passing ability is obviously good. It's not brilliant. There are definitely better distribution fullbacks, but his crossing stat is nice and his short passing is okay. The only thing I wasn't keen on with this Mbabu card was probably the positioning. He will shoot out of line because he's got a high attacking work rate and he's got high positioning. So if you're going to use him, the stay back while attacking instruction definitely would be advised, and that way you'll get more out of him. Obviously, if you don't mind attacking with your fullbacks, that's not something to worry about. But if that's not you, if you're the opposite, you like a defensive fullback, then definitely put stay back on him. Otherwise, you might have some problems with some long balls going into that wing role. Obviously, in regards to if you run with a Bundesliga team, we've already touched on it. There really isn't any other options. Your options literally for the league are non-informed Mbabu or non-informed Mukiele. I mean, there is an informed Trammell, but it's got 77 pace, and all the non-res have got below 80 pace. So it literally is Mukiele or Mbabu. And yeah, Mbabu is the choice. Mbabu is the choice every single time. Now, I also want to do a comparison to other right backs within Ultimate Team, not just Bundesliga ones, because I actually do rate this guy quite highly, and I do think he is a very, very premium right back option. And if he was in, another league, like if he was in the Premier League, this guy would cost so much. He really, really would, because he is just that good in game. So I'm just looking around. He's better in Roto Knockouts. Jesus Navas, there's no doubt about that. Defensively, he is better in signature signings Atal. I would prefer him defensively over the Rule Breakers Trent. Obviously, offensively, that Trent is better. So, yeah, you can certainly rank this card very, very highly in the grand scheme of things of fullbacks throughout the whole game at this stage of FIFA. Maybe in a few months he'll be a bit outdated, but right now he's a premium right back option and definitely should be considered. So, yeah, closing words. Premium right back choice, and just a bit of a shame that he can be caught out positionally. But other than that, he's class. Very, very solid and absolutely class. And to be honest, he's not even costing that much. He's what, 90k on day of release? If he comes down in price, he's going to end up being an absolute bargain of a price. So yeah, I'm big on it. I like it. I'll definitely use it again. That's my opinion. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know which other cards you want me to do a video on. There's already a bunch on the channel, so make sure you check that out. And also check out my second channel as well, where I've done, a bunch on there too. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.